Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Strv S1. It's a Tier 8 premium Swedish tank destroyer. It's located on the north spawn of Fisherman's Bay and it's under the command of TanqueTigerAleman. Now he's in platoon with his father, who's in the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger to his right. You can see him there. Game started. Okay, Strv S1, 105mm gun, fairly accurate as well, 390 alpha, does 288mm of armour with standard APCR, and he hasn't carried any premium rounds whatsoever, but it will go through 330mm if you actually have some load-in. Oh, there's somebody with the Strv 1030. Well, what's so good about the Strv S1? Well, because it's premium, you can use it as a crew trainer, and that makes a big difference. So you can train the crews that will then go into the Strv 103 that you can see over there. And well, to start with, he's actually doing something very odd. He's actually going through the pool in the northwest corner of the map, but I think he's just trying to decide where he's actually going to position himself. You can see the Strv 103B has just gone to the conventional position, which is near the house and behind the bushes, to shoot at the enemy tanks they're coming up. And TanqueTigerAleman has decided, well, he's not going to go to that normal position, but he's now going to the other side of that same house, and he's going into siege mode. Okay, first target, Progetto 65 in sight, but he's just behind the windmill. Tier 10 game with Tier 8 tanks in it. Oh, Scorpion easily hits that, and oh my gummy, took him out with one shot. And the reason is that he actually got hit by one of our teammates just before we fired the round in, and so he lost all of his hit points in just one fell swoop. That Scorpion there is looking a bit like a left wheel, you know, doesn't really know what to do, spare, out of position. Oh, ELC, accurate shooting, and he gets another kill. Again, somebody hits the ELC just before he did, and he picked up the kill. It's not a kill steal because the person who hit him before didn't do enough damage to actually take him out of the game. Okay, there's an LT-432 to the left. He's seen it. In fact, there's that Progetto has moved over to the houses in the centre. Ah, Tortoise. Now he's going for the weak spot. Does he go for the lower plate? He's got the side of the vehicle. That's even easier to penetrate. He gets 356, which is a low roll. But he's going to try again. Reload time 8 seconds. Well, it is a 105mm gun, and that guy is now one shot, and the kill goes to the 416 instead. So they're not doing too badly, actually. There's 3 kills so far. He tries to feather the shot, and this time round he hits the Death Star in the front, where the engine is. Reloads. He's still on that target because he thinks the guy's going to back up, and if he does, he'll probably get another shot. Oh, he just took some more damage, but he's now turning back. I'm not sure if that was a wise move, but the Progetto is in sight, so he's going for that instead. Nice shot, right through the side, 4 through 39 high roll. And the LT-432's turned up in the centre as well, but there's a 268 to the south of us. And he's just popped up to try and get a shot using the bushes. Probably doesn't realise he's being spotted. Somebody over at the centre is probably seeing him. Could be that TVP. It might actually be the Batchat 12 ton, who's relatively close and can probably see through the camo of that Object 268. Well, so far TanqueTigerAleman's got half of the kills that his team has managed to get so far. Now his father in the Borsig is slightly to his left. You can see him over there. So he's got support when he needs it. Now I first met TanqueTigerAleman in a battle on Malinovka. Oh, his father's just got a massive hit. And there's the 268. He goes for the lower plate, gets it. 453, high roll again. Can he get another shot in? I think it's worth another shot. Yeah, he gets that one in as well, just as the 268 pulls back from the ridgeline. Yes, we were playing a battle on Malinovka. I was actually in an Arty, and they were in, I believe, a Borsig and some other tank, and I managed to do fairly well in that battle, and I congratulated him on his play after the game, and told him the video was going to be on YouTube. And yeah, we did the video, and he sent me some replays, and he's actually now sending me replays all the way from Mexico. Any good battle he gets, worthwhile. Oh, lovely shot into the engine bay of the 65. Now one shot. Oh, if only... Oh, the kill goes to the back chat 12 times. You just couldn't resist it. But unfortunately, that shell hit the armour of the 268, so it didn't pen. Let's say this gun is really laser accurate. It's one of the benefits of actually being a fixed gun. So long as you've got that hydro pneumatic suspension, I think it's hydro pneumatic suspension, it's incredibly accurate to aim. The gun's fixed and rigid, there's no deviation at all, except, well, of course, there's the Sigma factor. Wargaming obviously tries to make some shells go astray. Well, he's just trying to find another firing position that works at the moment, and well, I think he's just decided this bush, the one his dad operated from, would be better. The enemy seems to have most of the southeast corner of the map. They've got the town. 268's coming to sight, and we put a round right through his side. Oh, that was a shot from his dad. A little too late. It looks like his dad's got the big gun, not the small one. The Strv S1 will almost go as fast backwards as it does forward. As you can see, it's 50 kilometers an hour forwards, 45 in reverse. This is one of the prototypes on the way to getting the Strv 103B, which is the tank destroyer that was actually adopted by the Swedish Armed Forces. It's actually quite a good trainer for the crews. As I said before, if you are thinking of going up the Swedish tank destroyer line, it might be worth investing in one of these, because you'll train your crews a lot faster. $3.6k of damage so far. Doom Turtle. Now, if you don't know, or if you haven't seen it, there is some video of a T-95 having its tracks, its extra set of tracks fitted. The US Army, National Cavalry and Armour Museum, I think it's actually Armour and Cavalry Museum, are actually preparing the T-95 that they've got. In fact, it's a T-28 to become the T-95 and then move into indoors accommodation. That LT-43 is coming up quickly. Those things are deadly. And the Centurion, he tracks him. That shot, that was unfortunate. Was he seen? No, he wasn't, because he was double bushed. But he can get the kill. But the LT-432 is just below him, and he would have been seen for that. Yep. In fact, now the LT-432's got behind him, but he blows up because his dad takes him out. He didn't reckon on a Borsig being there, and he just got nuked by that very big gun. I think is that the 15cm gun on the Borsig? Yeah, it's particularly powerful. You don't really want to come across one of those. It's 750 Alpha if I remember correctly. But the LT-432 just literally exploded. The turret is elsewhere now. Oh, IS-4, and he's a one-shot. He turns to face, And one shot's all it takes, and that's potentially at the high caliber, but there's only two left. It's TanqueTigerAleman and his dad, and then the last one's left alive on their team, facing four opponents, one of which is an Arty, and you can be sure that that Arty is going to be paying attention to this area. Now he's waiting for the charioteer to turn up, but he actually has come up that way. Oh, his dad just got the charioteer, but he'll need to move position because otherwise the Arty will be on him, and unfortunately the Arty did get him. I did say so. The Arty would be ready for them. In fact, don't knock down any buildings or try to not to knock down any fences, because you see the Arty will be looking for any clues of movement, any idea where they are, so that they can then blind shot them. And here comes the Object 268. Oh, one shot's all it takes, but he needs to move out of here quick. He wasn't spotted, so he's okay. It's now 1 versus 2. And the tank that he's, well, up against really is the Borsig. The 212 is probably the other side of the battlefield at the moment, but the Borsig's the one he's got to watch out for. And the best thing for him to do would be to actually change position altogether. In fact, he's decided to stay on this ridge line because it does actually give you cover. Oh, I wouldn't do that. That's the big no-no, because Arty will spot a tree going down like that very easily indeed, and that will give them a huge clue as to where you are, and they'll pass that information to the Borsig. You can bet they will, because they will actually put it into chat to say tree fell at this position, and here comes the Borsig. Can he get a shot? He can. Oh, he went below the dip. He had a chance of a shot. You could see the human character because that's a particular skin available on Aslains, and he's just checking to see, am I camoed? Am I in the bush? But I think that Borsig knows where you are because you knocked the tree down. He's trying to approach. Oh, one shot! Now move, 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 move! He wasn't spotted, so the Arty didn't get a chance to fire a round off. I would have thought that the Arty, if he was alert, would have seen that tree go down and passed that information on, and I suspect that the Borsig was only coming over in this direction because that's where his dad and he had been operating previously. He's got his top gun from that kill. His dad got 3 kills. He's got 6 so far. Potentially a high caliber. 4,919 hit points, but now he needs to kill the 212A to win the game. Now in theory he could go straight to the enemy cap, but I think he wants to do a quick look in the spots where the enemy Arty might be located. He hasn't really got enough time, really, to be honest. If he's going to cap out, he needs to cap out straight away. If the enemy does fire at him, he'll know where they are, and then he can actually then take action accordingly. But I think he's going to have to cap. I don't think he has any choice whatsoever. The time is running short. There's the 2-minute siren. Now, positioning yourself in the cap to avoid Arty fire. The best thing to do is not to park behind that camp in the center. That is an obvious spot that Arty will aim for. In fact, one of the best things to do is sit on the edge of the map, like this. Excuse me. And then wait for the first shell to land. When the first shell lands and the Arty player doesn't get any effect, you then move over to where he last hit and sit in that spot. He's very unlikely to hit the same spot again. He's more than likely to hit another spot. Of course, it'd be very nice if the Arty was to come back and try and spot where TanqueTigerAleman is located, because then he would get the kill, but I don't think he's going to be that silly. I think he's going to turn and fire a round in. Somebody's pinging the map behind him. No shots come in so far, and his sixth sense didn't go off, so he hasn't been spotted. If you are spotted, the thing is to move quick. Very quick. Oh, there's the shot, and it actually aimed for the camp. You see, if you were sitting behind the camp, you would have got a reset. And it's very unlikely the 212A is going to get another shot off, because even if he's got vents... Oh, there he is! He is coming in to see where he is, so he can get the kill. Oh, he fluffed his shot! He wasn't seen though, so he will get another shot. If he can get it in time. Yes! Wins the game! Well done! TanqueTigerAleman. Or Alaman. Sorry. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for that one. Well, it was an ace tanker for TanqueTigerAleman in the Strv S1. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly. A 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. He got a Halonen's medal. He killed 2 enemy tanks or tank destroyers with a tank destroyer in a battle, and they have to be at least 2 tiers higher than his tanks. So that is a very rare medal because it has to be 2 tiers higher. That meant he actually killed tier 10 tanks in this game. And if I'm looking at the list, I'm trying to find the IS-4's a tier 10. He killed that one. And I'm looking for the other ones. I think is the Object 268 tier 10? I thought that was tier 9. It might be tier 10. Trying to work out which other ones are tier 10s. Anyway, yes, he has to kill 2 tanks that are higher tiers than himself. He got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, a tank sniper for doing the most damage at a distance of 300 meters, and also a tank top gun for getting at least 6 kills. Let's have a look at the team score and we'll see exactly what he got. Well, 5,379 hit points, easily the high caliber in this one. The next highest scorer was that Doom Turtle with 4,625 hit points. The next highest scorer being the FB215B with 3,651, and then it was the Borsig on his own team, which was his dad, with 3,111. When it came to kills, he managed to get the highest number with 7. His dad shared the second spot with 3 kills alongside the 212A. So between them on their platoon, they did 10 kills. 2/3 of the enemy team wiped out by them. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got the top in that. Top in all 3 columns. 1,551 to TanqueTigerAleman. 945 went to his dad. And 890 went to the Bachatilion 12 ton, not the 25 ton. That's the light tank. And let's have a look at detail report. He fired 20 rounds, got 19 direct hits and 16 penetrations. Very good accuracy. I'm not sure about why he didn't penetrate. I think a couple of them, the shots were actually on one of the shots was on the 268 and it didn't pen. But of course he did fire another one at the Centurion, I believe, and that actually tracked him, not killed him. He did damage of 5,379 hit points, of which 4,756 were at more than 300 meters. See how accurate this tank is at long range. 2 hits received from the enemy, both of them were penetrations. The armor is very, very thin on this vehicle. If you do get hit, you are going to get penetrated. And of course, it was the LT432 that did it because, of course, he managed to get close and did damage. In fact, he managed to get behind TanqueTigerAleman. And if it wasn't for his father being just a little further behind the LT432, he probably would have been taken out of the game. But as it was, his dad was there to save the day and help them win the battle. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 11 enemy vehicles damaged, 7 killed, and 405 hit points of damage assistance, and 100 cap points because he did actually cap out right at the end. In fact, actually, I think the game ended at the capping point, but I don't think it counted as an invader. No, it didn't. So he was cheated out of an invader medal because he did get 100 cap points, but it hadn't clicked on to say, yes, you won, just at the moment that the 212A was killed. The 212A, by the way, was the vehicle that he spotted. On a premium count, he earned 90,184 credits for the game, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 120,939 credits profit. He got a 1,551 XP, 1,164 from personal reserves, 233 for this being a premium vehicle, 349 for being in a platoon, and took away 4,073 experience points altogether. So I feel a bit sad that he didn't get the Invader medal as well, because he deserved it. But what a great game! I mean, it really was. He was one short of getting a Radley's as well in this game, but it was absolutely fantastic display of, he wasn't going to let the enemy win. He was determined to stand and fight and get his game, and well, superb play. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below, let other people know that we exist, because phenomenally, very few people actually know that this channel actually exists. I mean, I've tried my best to pass the word around, but for some reason we don't have that many subscribers. So not a lot of people are seeing our videos, but when they do find our channel, they suddenly realise, oh my god, this channel's actually quite good, even if it does have a fairly crappy commentator. Yeah, it's okay because you get these replays and you get your chance to get on YouTube. So thanks very much to TanqueTigerAleman. And thanks for watching.